welcome to the open house for peace and understanding. Uh, we had quite a few new people coming in there. I guess they kind of come and go. I do know and understand that the internet can sometimes be a little difficult. Um, Camila, would you like to still give your presentation?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's listen to Camila's presentation about Tajikistan. And then I'll ask you some questions and maybe we'll do our fun spinning game to close out the day. Okay, so let me get the share screen. Okay, Camila.
Yes.
You may start telling us your story.
Good evening, dear Mr. Benjamin and dear participants. My name is Camila. I'm from Tajikistan. I study in Abdurrahmani Jami School in Dushanbe. Today, my presentation about my community. In my presentation, I will talk about Dushanbe city, its landscapes, people, attraction, and room for improvement.
Okay, you have to say next slide.
Next slide.
Okay.
Landscape. Since Tajikistan is a mountainous country, Dushanbe is also surrounded. We have Varzog Mountains. People go to these mountains in winter and summer to spend their holidays. We have river Dushambinka in going through Dushanbe. In this river, people also do fishing. We have Use Lake in the center of Dushanbe, where people go swimming and boating. Like in other cities, representatives. Next slide. Representatives of many ethnic groups live in Dushanbe. We have Tajiks, Uzbeks, Russians, Tatars, Kazakhs, and other ethnic minorities living in Dushanbe. They all live in peace and mutual understanding.
Next slide.
Slide. There are many sightseeing areas in Dushanbe. We have the monument of Ismail Samani, who is the founder of the first Tajik state. We also have Rudaki Park with monument of Abu Abdullah Rudaki, who is the founder of the Tajik Persian classical literature. Other sightseeings of Dushanbe include Tajik flagpole, Tajik emblem, National Museum, Dushanbe Historic Museum, Museum of Antiquity, Ethnographic Museum, Navruz Palace, where you can get familiar with the history of the Tajik people. Next slide. Like any other society, we also have challenges, like lack of subject teachers in our schools, lack of qualified workers, and a low quality of public services, and people do not know about the laws and regulations of our country. Thank you very much for your attention. If you have any question, I would be happy to answer.
Wow, that was, I mean, the pronunciation, you're fluid in speaking was excellent, Camila. Very,
you.
very good. Thank you so much. You must have worked very hard in preparing for this. Or maybe, okay. Well, I mean, Camila asked, are there any questions? I have some questions, but let's ask some of our fellow participants what their questions might be first. Any questions from our field of participants? Okay, I'm going to ask, oh, I see somebody raising their hand. 1 second. Christian, yes, your question.
Okay, so my question is for Camila, what is the main cuisine, like the main dish in your country to eat?
Food, very good. I forgot about that. Food is so much important. What is the main dish in Tajikistan? And Camila, if you could even type it in the chat, that would be great because I'm going to Google image it.
Christian, can you repeat your question? I don't understand.
Okay, of course, of course. So I asked, what is the main dish, the food, the most liked in your country?
Yes, in our country, every people like plov. This is national food of in Tajikistan.
Plov?
Made of rice and meat.
Hold on. Okay, I got to see this. National food of plov. This is it. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Let's see what that looks like. Okay, very good question to ask. I should have included that. So lots of rice. Yes.
Yes.
And some meat. Ooh, that does look. Is it spicy food?
No, no.
No, not spicy.
Yes.
Okay. Can you find plov in Uzbek as well?
Yes.
Okay. Can we find plov in Jordan? Do you have this food in Jordan?
What? I don't understand.
Okay. All right. Never mind. Okay. Another question. Does somebody else have a question? I see a hand raised. Hold on. I got to find it. Kamran. Yes, Kamran. What is your question?
Can you tell me the custom of Tajikistan?
Okay. So what Kamran is asking, like, what are some of your customs, popular customs?
Customs is a very have a lot of colors.
Lots of color. So Tajikistan uses lots of colors, yes? Okay. Maybe this is a little bit of a harder question. Go ahead.
In the crafts, wood carving.
Wood carving. Ooh, I like that. Tajiki wood carving.
Yes. Knife making.
Knife making. Oh my gosh, carving and knife making. Who would like to learn about knife making?
Istarafshan people.
Okay. Okay. I know. I was asking, like, that sounds really cool. I have to write that. That's very interesting. Okay. I saw that Jasmina had a question.
I want to know about Tajik national holidays.
Tajik national what?
holiday.
Ah, the national holidays. Okay. Can somebody tell us
Mm,
about Camila, when is the next national holiday?
yes. In 21st of March, we celebrate holiday Navruz. Uh, означает смеш- celebrated New Year, New Day.
Aha, in March.
Yes,
Is
24th.
that the biggest holiday of the year?
And in 9th of September, we celebrate we celebrate independence.
Okay, very good.
And in 16th of November, we celebrate day of President.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
That's 4 holidays. Which one is the most important holiday?
I think this is Navruz. I think is independence.
Independence Day. And do you eat
Yes.
lots of pluf on Independence Day?
Yes.
Yes. Do you make is there a special pluf that you make on Independence Day?
Yes.
Aha, okay. Now I'm getting hungry. Okay,
Benjamin,
yes, please.
when do you celebrate Independence Day in your country?
When do I celebrate?
Independence Day in your country.
The 4th of July. In fact, we make a joke sometimes about July 4th. We will make because they call Independence Day, they don't call it July 4th or July 3rd or July 2nd. We always call it, I'll just type it up so that you can see, 4th of July. Like this.
Dear Benjamin, can you tell anything about your customs?
I can. I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you a story about my customs. Some of American customs is to make jokes. We are a country that likes to make jokes. So the first joke I will make for you is the joke about the 4th of July. Because there are 2 ways to say 4th of July. You can say 4th of July, or you can say July 4th. But in America, we always call this holiday the 4th of July. It's the 4th of July. So sometimes people will ask, do they celebrate the 4th of July in Tajikistan? Or no, do you have, no, I'm sorry, mistake. Do you have the 4th of July in Tajikistan? And people will say, no, we don't have the 4th of July in Tajikistan. And then we'll say, yes, you do. You have the 3rd of July and the 5th of July.
It's funny.
But the 4th of July in the United States, you can always tell the 4th of July in the United States because it's our Independence Day and it's always fireworks. Big fireworks. And our next big celebration is Thanksgiving, as I was just telling you. And I will be telling you next week the Thanksgiving story. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Any other questions? Any other questions? Somebody had their hand up at one point. Kamran, did you have a question?
Yes, Camilla. Are you proud that you live in
And I am, just so people know the word proud. Oops. Spell. Here,
Dear Benjamin,
yes.
how long do you live in Poland?
30 years. Long time. I też Krystian powiedzieć po angielsku, jak dobrze jest moje po polsku. Bo ja rozmawiać też po polsku troszeczkę.
It's really great. It's really great. I can tell.
See that? They said it was really great. Okay. Camila, do you have a question or comment?
Yes, for you. Did you celebrate Halloween in this year?
Where was I for Halloween? I was in Auschwitz. Let's say yes, I did. I had candies. I had candies in my house. I had special Halloween candy in my house. It looked kind of like this. It looked like those candies. Oh no, that's a lie. It didn't look like them. It looked like, all right, I can't find them. Anyway, I had Halloween candies and I gave them to children who came to my house, and I gave away all of the candy. I have 0 candy left. Can you believe that? All the kids took the candy. Kamran, do you have a question?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you go in your free time?
What do I do in my free time?
Yes.
I like to gather mushrooms. I like to look for mushrooms like this in the forest. Beautiful mushrooms like that. Do you see?
Yes.
I like to go running. I like to ride bicycle. And
Mr.
sometimes,
Benjamin,
yes, please.
what is your hobby?
What is my hobby? I guess my hobby is gardening.
Really?
Yeah, pretty kind of. I don't do a lot of it, but yes, I don't really or you could say playing tennis, or no, my biggest this is what I love to do the most: bicycle tours. I like to get a bicycle with lots of bags and ride across the countryside. I had some questions for Camila before we finish. Camila, from your
Yes.
presentation, Camila, would you consider Tajikistan a wet or dry country? Do you have lots of rain or lots of blue sky?
We have we have dry country.
You have dry country. Okay,
Yes.
very nice. So you must see that it must be sunny a lot.
Yes.
And I wanted to ask you, from this list of attractions from these different places, which one of these places would be the most interesting for children?
For me,
Yes.
can you repeat?
Which of these places would be the most interesting for children?
From attractions,
Yes.
I think museums, National Museum, or parks. Parks.
Or what?
Parks.
Parks. Uh-huh,
Yes.
okay. What makes the National Museum interesting?
I think yes.
What makes it totally different?
Dear Benjamin,
Yes.
if you have time, do you want to come in our country?
I have told your teacher, I want to visit both Tajikistan and I want to visit Jordan. I have to find a way to pay for that travel, but I really want to come. Yes, especially after I have seen the proof. I want to try some proof. Okay, Kamran, do you have a question? I see that your hand is still raised.
You are welcome if you eat pizza in our country.
I am welcome to come to your country. Thank you. Thank you.
We were very glad.
I'm sorry?
We were very glad.
You will be very glad. Okay, I know that we will make it happen. It is a must. I must come. Can we, in just these last couple of minutes, can I get people to turn on their cameras for just a couple of minutes so I can wave and see you? Yes, Kamran. Oh, there's Christian. Hello, Christian. Thanks, everybody. Does anybody else have any other questions? Because I will just share with you one last little picture. Unfortunately, or fortunately, you could say, that you asked me about my hobbies. This is my best friend, Glenn, and he is leaving Poland today after 25 years. So I am about to go on a party to say goodbye to my best friend. But he's a very good man, and he's a funny guy. There he is, Glenn. So does anybody have any remaining questions?
No.
No? Somebody asked, what is the national dish in Poland? Well, we will hear from Christian. I'm sure he will tell us in his presentation what is the national dish in Poland. So we'll answer that question. Okay. Anything else? All right. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for a lovely evening. Muhandin, I see that there are many people who want me to come to Tajikistan, so we're going to have to do something about this.
Yes, yes. Good evening.
Yes, and Rod, I'm sure it's the same thing, so we need to get to work.
Definitely. I'm still thinking about your visit to Tajikistan. I think that we can discuss it later, how to raise funds. Maybe you could make a trip together with other students, let's say from Poland, from other countries, to have some kind of exchange program to Tajikistan. that would be great. And we can discuss this later. Still, we are really interested to have you in Tajikistan once.
Yes, more than once.
Well, at least for the first time, you need to come first, and
Of
then
course.
maybe you will decide to live here if you like plov.
Okay, I can come and live there. Wonderful. All right.
Great.
Sounds excellent. Okay, everybody, look, I want to go to my friend's going away party. I will see you all next week. Get ready to learn about Thanksgiving and turkeys and fun stuff. And peace and understanding for everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for everything you are doing for our guys, Benjamin, and look forward to have Christian's presentation next week, and then look forward for the cooperation.
Excellent. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Benjamin.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
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 Thank you very much.
Thank you too, Kamran. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you.